What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Andrew working for you today as a commentator. Of course, only if you can call active annoying Gabin a job. This is my first attempt to create a video on demand in English, so please, don't go very harsh on me, comrades. Anyway, you will, so let's just get to our battle. Our today's hero is Annihilator from Team Rocks, performing an outstanding battle on Malinovka. His tank of choice is Butt-Shot, Tier 10 French medium tank, very popular for its technical specs, making it just perfect for players who like it to be fast and furious. And obviously Annihilator is one of them. His first move is pretty simple and predictable, but rational, just moving his lightly armored vehicle to the highest point of the map. In Russia we call this place Gora, like mountain, but let's be honest, it's not, it's just a hill. While I can see you, comrades, pushing like button under this video cause of my irresistible Russian accent, Annihilator prepares for his first encounter on the top of the hill. He is far ahead of his team with the other Butt-Shot in a quite a risky situation, so he also has to keep in mind some safe route for a retreat. Meanwhile, Annihilator discovers the dislocation of IMX-50 and in several seconds, Lorraine. It's time to deal some real damage to this cheeky Pokemon. Lorraine is suffering some sub-caliber rounds from our today's hero and trying to fall back. Not without success, I must say, but it's pretty hard to call the process of becoming one-shot tank a success. Now check out this one hell of intense piece of a gameplay. Autoloader cooldown! And herein lies the difference between good players and everyone else. Everyone else usually tries to hide, sneak and avoid any detection. But good players like Annihilator know that even without being capable to deal damage, your tank can be useful for your team and yourself. And there's a lot of ways to make yourself useful while loading your gun. Passive and active scouting, making distraction from your allies if necessary, or just changing your position and maybe flank of attack. You've got a lot of options instead of just doing nothing while your powerful steel friend is on a cooldown. You can ask me, but Annihilator was staying still and doing nothing right now. How does this relate to your words? I was expecting this one coming, so my answer is ready. Cause nanomachines, son! But being serious, he was analyzing the minimap and decided to change his position. And look how it worked out. He got an opportunity to deal more damage. Cooldown also gives you a good amount of time to think, but please, please, never try to use this as an excuse for doing nothing, okay? You know, like, I'm thinking, I'm not doing nothing, I'm staying in this bush and thinking. Hey, stop interrupting me, stop interrupting me! My gray cell's active as ever, even though I didn't say that. And here we go. After giving both Leopard 1 and Leopard PT some damage, our Butt-Shot has to reload. Season 1, Episode 2, Cooldown returns, but this time Annihilator using his spare time changing the flank. His best ally, I mean minimap of course, said that some troubles took place nearby his own base. This has to be investigated. I can try to describe the leader of these troublemakers. Freaking huge heavily armored German tank destroyer from the dirtiest fantasies of nearby engineers, Jagdpanzer! Look, this one even can become invisible, but not for a long time. Annihilator easily predicted the location of his opponent and sent some shells to make the job done. Yeah, your favorite part now, Season 1, Episode 3, Cooldown rises. But this time Annihilator is forced to make circles near his own base, cause opponents are ready to initiate the base capturing process. Take a look at the minimap. As you know, World of Tanks was designed to be a slow shooter game. So, I have become to a conclusion that the thought process of our today's heroes' allies fully meet the tempo of the game. They are extremely slow. So while his teammates are minding their own business, Annihilator has to do all the job. Protect his motherland from invaders, I mean his own base from the opponents. He is alone by now, so he has to be very careful. Enemy Butt-Shot shows up, and our hero must say thanks to this very convenient tree in the crown of which he had hidden his tank. Round by round, enemy Butt-Shot losing his health points, being absolutely unable to spot Annihilator in this forest. So this duel has been won by smart and lucky usage of masking factor. Wow, seems like that guys, Z7 and T-54 got the thing too and immediately rushed towards our hero to spot him and of course destroy. You know, no one likes these guys shooting and making frags out of nowhere. Suddenly, T-54 was taken down by an ally S7, lucky one but still counts. But enemy S7 was able to give some real damage to Annihilator. You know, this LA guy on S7 was like Deus Ex Machina for him, he saved his life twice at least. And now it's a good time to give something back by shot. For example, some lucky and very important penetrations on enemy tanks. First of all, Leopard making an epic comeback to his cozy hangar of course. Then our hero aims at heavily armored S7, even with hit warhead, it's not so easy to penetrate its armor. And yes, he lands it! Nailed it, brother! Nailed it! Amazing shot from our hero, a nice mix of skill and, of course, luck. While you are watching the next episode of your favorite cooldown series, the Annihilator is moving through enemy defense gap, which he found on the minimap, of course. I'll tell you a little about butt shot. The tactics used by most successful players on this actually Tier 10 light tank is simple enough to understand, but difficult to execute. Dealing the damage on bad shot is simple enough, good old hit and run. Just make sure you will manage to escape, and that's all the problem. Problem is to predict and calculate all possible threats for your tank, which can be even unmarked on the minimap. In this specific fight, Annihilator was freed from permanent artillery threat by the gods of Belarusian random. Good for him, but never forget about Arty. Never. Especially because of artillery will never do the same favor for you. Meanwhile, Batchat is getting closer to the church, and as we know, enemy Foch and Leopard is nearby. And here another problem of top French medium tank shows up. Ammunition storage area is not so roomy. From now on he has to aim each shot perfectly, no right for no penetration. Leopard has been spotted, but where are the dead French? Oops! That just happened! The only chance for Annihilator to circle the dangerous French croissant. Circle it, bro! Do it! Do it! Right! Break his track and finish him using his own silhouette as a cover from Leopard's fire. Nice! Finish him! Tricality, but shot wins. Right now I have to refer to the frequently asked questions. Yes, I'm mentally unstable, but no, I'm totally not retarded. Cooldown protocol initiated, so Annihilator could only watch as his allies raped poor helpless Leopard. I can feel him trembling with impatience to join the party, but he can only watch by now. The situation is parity, 4 against 4. E75 and E100 has been spotted, but our hero is low on ammo and his only last option now to play support role, perform extensive maneuvers, active scouting and spend the remaining shells with maximum efficiency. And as you can see, he's doing pretty well. E75 taking some damage and getting out of sight as fast as possible. From now on, get ready for some boring mind games from both sides. Everyone is afraid of capturing enemy's base, so the only choice for our hero is to move across the map, avoiding enemy detection and make his last rounds count. He can perform only 4 more shots, and the problem is that he has got 3 subcaliber rounds and 1 hit. He decided to stick with hit shells for now. E100 has been spotted on the field and Annihilator tries to pick a shot on him. He's going backwards to escape as fast as possible in case of a danger. But it seems like our super heavy Deutsch friend is busy taking damage from T-57 Heavy. As you can see, field on Malinovka isn't the best place for slow vehicles like E100. Mainly because you can turn your slow vehicle in burning one in no time. And yes, I agree that battle coming to its end and offers a lot of room for maneuver. So Annihilator's team has now a small one-tank advantage, and it's time to use it. For next several seconds you will become spectators of rather uninteresting show. Batchat is going to drive across the field, aim at the enemy tanks, and suddenly thought about his ammo capacity will emerge in his mind, so he will drive away with a sad face. Annihilator keeps his Batchat on a distance from the remaining enemies. I guess he wants to stay undetected, mainly cause he don't want to experience the high explosive shell of British top tank destroyer on his thin armor. Remember about potential threats, even when the situation just begs you to come closer and try to deal some more damage. Think twice and don't be greedy. Now the situation is pretty simple, and Annihilator wants to play with his last round. It's pretty risky, but he can afford himself a risk like that by now. He wants to wear Faden's medal on the chest. Will he succeed? Yes, but that was slightly foppish. Thanks for watching this really awesome battle. I think a hero anyone who watched the video up to this point, to be honest, because I was just terrible. Yes, you too guys, you both are heroes in my eyes. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. See you, ladies and gentlemen.